News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, 727-9900 today. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
A dispute leads to a freak car crash into a building, and Pahrump Valley High School has a social distance photo shoot. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A man flees the scene of a two-car crash. It's Thursday, May 28th. I'm Michael Donohue in for Deanna O'Donnell. What starts as an altercation ends with one car crashing into a building in Pahrump.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, along with Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Nevada Highway Patrol and auxiliary units, responded to a two-vehicle crash Wednesday night on Charleston Park Avenue, just west of 372. Upon arrival, they found one car had crashed through a fence and into a storage facility building.
Crews arrived on location to find a vehicle versus wall. Further investigation revealed that it was probably a two-vehicle accident which led to the vehicle striking the wall and the secondary impact. There was no entrapment. One patient was transported to our local hospital. NCSO is investigating with NHP's assistance, and BVFRS is further assisting with scene illumination.
According to the people involved, the incident started at a home where one person was maced. The parties then got into their vehicles and took off. Eventually, one driver allegedly ran the other off the roadway, causing them to crash into the wall of the storage unit.
Well, a second fatality related to COVID-19 of a Pahrump resident has been reported. Nye County received confirmation Wednesday evening from the state regarding a COVID-19 positive patient fatality. The fatality is a Pahrump resident who passed away in a Las Vegas hospital. This is the second reported death of a Nye County resident related to COVID-19. Nye County has had a total of 62 COVID-19 cases confirmed, with 39 recoveries and more than 1,630 tests administered to date. The county is following the state's Phase 2 reopening guidelines to start Friday, May 29th, the roadmap to recovery for Nevada. This includes social distancing of 6 feet or more in public, face coverings, and groups of less than 50 people. The county is also continuing an aggressive COVID-19 testing schedule with more drive-up testing in Pahrump on Saturday and appointment testing available in Tonopah. Testing will be at the following locations: here in Pahrump at the Nye County Administrative Offices located at 2100 East Walt Williams, Suite 100 this Saturday, May 30th from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. You must go online to the Nye County Sheriff's Office website to fill out the questionnaire or call 775-751-7000. Tonopah testing was by appointment only. Anticipated 7 days a week. You can call 775-302-5800 or 775-482-6659. Well, there will be no traditional commencement ceremony at Pahrump Valley High School this year, but students are still celebrating. From a special drive-in photo opportunity to celebratory signs around the Calvada Eye and the virtual graduation ceremony to be seen right here on KPVM-TV. Students, their parents, and school administrators are finding ways to celebrate the class of 2020. We caught up with the Pahrump Valley High School Principal George Campnell at last night's special event.
Well, what we wanted to do is give our seniors a chance to walk across the stage as they would in a traditional graduation. So we have 3 different times that we're allowing students to come in with family members and hopefully decorate cars and really have a chance to take those cherished photos and pick their diploma cover up, and then also do a tassel turn, which signifies their actual graduation. And then on Friday evening at 8 p.m. on Channel 25, we actually have a full-fledged graduation virtually. And we really are encouraging all of our families to participate by watching at the same time and have our students, our seniors, grads in their cap and gown and doing another tassel turn. And we actually had some donors that paid for a link, so every senior will get a free link that they can spread around the country and back home, and if home is not here, and granddad and grandma and friends and family. So there's a grassroots community effort to have a parade through town, and they're working with the Nye County Sheriff's Department. So we are allowing that convoy or that parade to come through our campus, although there will be no opportunity for stopping and social gathering. But again, we wanted our grads to have one more opportunity to kind of drive through and reminisce about their last 12 years of school and their last 4 years of high school.
Pahrump Valley High School seniors have also created customized yard signs that are on display around the Calvada Eye, giving everyone passing by an opportunity to celebrate the students' achievements.
And I drive through there every day on the way home from work and run into a senior or two, and that's been special, and seeing all the creativity on those signs.
Principal Camp Nell says it's been a tough couple of months for students, but he's proud of the class of 2020 and excited to see what comes next for this year's graduates.
Have a wonderful life. We're so proud of you. You've had to overcome so much. No one would have ever expected this, but you've come through with flying colors. You're graduating and moving on in life. We are just super proud of you.
Once again, the virtual graduation ceremony for Pahrump Valley High School can be seen tomorrow night at 8 p.m. right here on KPVM-TV. If you can't watch over the air, you can stream it through Facebook or YouTube. And stay with us, we'll have more news after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing.
Well, Boeing is slashing more than 12,000 jobs, more people are applying for mortgages, and Disney prepares to reopen its parks. Angela Miles has the details.
Topping our news, deep job cuts are happening at Boeing. The jet maker is eliminating more than 12,000 positions. That includes employees volunteering for layoffs. There could be more job cuts ahead at Boeing. The CEO says the pandemic has devastated its aviation business. Boeing has resumed production of its beleaguered 737 MAX jet. Home buyers are making a comeback. The number of people seeking applications for mortgages surprisingly recently rose 9%. Business is brisk at Tractor Supply, with more Americans sprucing up their lawns and gardens. Sales at Tractor Supply are expected to grow up to 29% in the second quarter. Disney World is on the way to reopening. The Magic Kingdom, along with other Disney theme parks, could once again welcome visitors starting July 11th.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Nevada Highway Patrol says that they have identified and arrested 5 juveniles who caused damage to at least 25 cars. NHP says the ages of these kids are between 10 and 14 years old. It all began on April 24th when state troopers in Las Vegas responded to an incident where 9 motorists had reported their vehicles were struck by rocks in the area of the Torrey Pines overpass on the US 95. The damage was consistent with rocks or debris being thrown from the overpass. Troopers searched but were unable to locate any suspects. Later that evening, they received the same type of reports. This time, 13 vehicles were damaged. 6 days later, troopers again dispatched to the location where 1 vehicle was damaged by a rock thrown over the overpass. Law enforcement officers responded to an apartment complex which is located in the area and interviewed a victim. One of the juveniles that were reported to the troopers as being involved in the rock throwing had some distinguishing characteristics which made him easily identifiable. Witnesses also identified other juveniles who were seen jumping fences near the freeway. On May 8th, troopers and detectives from the Nevada Division of Investigation returned to the apartments and conducted interviews of all the suspected juveniles. After a lengthy investigation, officers made an arrest of all 5 individuals. At this time, 4 juveniles remain in custody at the Clark County Juvenile Detention Center. The damage to the vehicles ranged from body dents to broken windshields and sunroofs. 2 occupants actually had projectiles go through their windshield and strike them while driving. Luckily, no serious injuries were reported. Parents need to know if your minor child is caught doing this type of criminal activity, it's the parents who are going to be held financially and possibly criminally responsible for the damages, and the juveniles will be arrested. The Clark County District Attorney's Office says that each child arrested will be facing 27 to 32 felony counts. Well, time is running out to register for this year's public auction of property in Nye County.
The Nye County Treasurer Trust Property Public Auction starts Sunday, May 31st and runs through Wednesday, June 3rd. But if you are interested in bidding on properties up for auction, you must register and make a deposit before 1 p.m. tomorrow. This year, the Treasurer's Office is offering 620 parcels for auction, including 65 parcels in Ishani Ridge, and it's all being done online. Bids start as low as $414, and all are no-reserve auctions. But while the auction itself does not start until Sunday, all prospective bidders must fill out their vesting information, then pay a $500 deposit plus a $35 non-refundable processing fee. You can get more information, preview the parcels up for auction, and find a link to the auction website, which is where you register, by heading to the Nye County Treasurer's website. Go to nyecounty.net. From there, you'll find a link to the Treasurer's office under the Departments tab at the top of the page.
And stay with us. We'll have more news right after this break.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
The world is anxiously awaiting effective therapies to treat COVID-19. Doctors are studying a handful of drugs, hoping to find a treatment to help the sickest patients recover faster. One drug we've heard a lot about is the antiviral remdesivir. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Daniel Culver says results of a recent study suggest it may help decrease the magnitude of the disease.
This trial shows some benefits to remdesivir, and it suggests that patients had a quicker time to recovery by about 4 days.
Dr. Culver says the study also shows a trend of fewer deaths in people who received remdesivir, although he adds that the data were not statistically significant. Regardless, he expects remdesivir to become a standard treatment for people hospitalized with COVID-19. Another couple of drugs making recent headlines include hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine. These are immunosuppressive and anti-parasite drugs traditionally used to treat malaria and lupus. Some test tube and animal models suggest they may be useful in treating COVID-19, but one recent analysis shows little benefit. The study also suggests people who receive the drugs may have a higher death rate and increased risk of heart rhythm disorders. Dr. Culver says it's still too early to know for sure whether these medicines help or harm.
I do think that the study suggests that we certainly didn't see a trend towards the drugs being effective, but I think it may be an overstatement right now to claim that the drugs are harmful.
Dr. Culver says the supply of remdesivir is limited, so we can't rely on this drug alone to treat COVID-19. He adds that it's also important to remember that it's not a complete cure. He says carefully monitored, randomized, controlled trials are the best way to determine whether other drugs are effective in fighting the virus.
On May 13th, 2020, the Nevada Department of Public Safety, Division of Parole and Probation, working in conjunction with the U.S. Marshal's Office, located and arrested Daniel Scott, a parole and probation fugitive with a lengthy criminal history. Officers conducted a protective sweep of the residence Scott was located in and observed multiple indications of narcotics sales readily visible. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department Narcotics Bureau, upon approval of a search warrant, conducted the search of the residence. The search yielded 19.3 gross grams of heroin, 61.3 grams of methamphetamine, 15.3 grams of alprazolam, and $20,515 in U.S. currency. Scott was transported to the Clark County Detention Center and booked on violating the terms and conditions of his parole. Well, is your computer not doing what you'd like it to do? In this week's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne explains what signs might indicate it's time to buy a new computer.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumps' own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. How do I know it's time to buy a new computer? Well, here's one sign. You can no longer run the programs you want because your PC specs are not powerful enough. The first PC I ever bought, the salesman told me, "You'll never need anything larger than this." Well, unfortunately, that is never the case. All computers become inadequate at some point. If you're struggling to run the latest programs you use for office, financial, graphic design, music, or gaming, it's probably time to look into upgrading for probably way cheaper than you think. If you're in the market for an updated computer, come down to our store for some friendly advice and we can help you with your next step. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833. 8833
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
And now it's time to take a look outside at our Lerner and Rowe weather cam. We've got a couple clouds sitting up over the mountains, but we'll get your weather right after this break.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
And welcome back. Now taking a look at our surrounding areas. Las Vegas, a high of 108 degrees, a low of 80. Death Valley, 119, a low of 85. 107, a low of 73 in Amargosa. 102, the low of 68 in Beatty. 94.58 in Goldfield. 91.57 in Tonopah. 92.56 in Carson City. 98.58 in Fallon. And 98, a low of 60 in Fernley. Now today in Pahrump, we saw sunny skies. Our high today was 105 degrees. Winds out of south-southwest up to 13 miles per hour. 10% for our humidity, and 529 this morning for our sunrise. Now tonight we're expecting clear skies. Our low is going to be 77 degrees. It is 105 outside currently, with winds out of the east-southeast up to 12 miles per hour, humidity at 14%, and our sunset at 7:53 tonight. Now looking into the 7-day, we're going to see some sunny skies on Friday, but then we have some clouds rolling in through the weekend all the way through next Wednesday. We're also going to be dealing with those high winds up to 23 miles per hour on Friday, dropping between 15 to 17 miles per hour Saturday to Monday, and down to 14 and 13 miles per hour Tuesday to Thursday. Now our temperatures are going to drop just a little bit before starting to go back up. On Friday, we're going to be seeing a high of 104 degrees, dropping down to those low 90s from Saturday to Monday, down to 89 by Tuesday, then back up to highs of 92 by Wednesday and Thursday. Now for overnights, on Friday, we're going to be seeing a low of 70 degrees. Then pretty much from Saturday all through next Thursday, we're going to be hanging out in about those mid-60s, between 65 to 68 degrees. And now that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Michael Donohue, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.